Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let's listen last 5 chapter of 400 days. Now we'll get to know who kidnapped Sia, where she is, what was her situation. Okay, so let's get started with chapter 45. Why are we here? I feel like I am in a horror movie, Saurabh said. We had reached Shastri's farm at 10 in night. We sat in our hired car parked on the main road 50 meters ahead from the farm. We have to wait until he arrives, I said. Saurabh jumped as my phone rang. Sorry, I need to put this on silent as well, I said. The call was from Sub Inspector Viren. Why is he calling you? Saurabh said as I shushed him. Viren sir, have you decided? Yes, I'll help you. Thank you so much, sir. We don't have much time. You need to send the two men right now. You only told me you need two men. You didn't tell me why, Viren said. I need two strong guys to help if the situation I am in gets violent. Saurabh looked at me, panic written on his face. What situation? Where are you? What's going on? Viren said. I can't tell you, Viren sir. I just want you to trust me. Send two men without telling anyone, not even Chotala sir. Keshav, you know I can't do this. You have to tell me more. We are the police, not the bodyguard service. Sir, can you come too then? Bring at least one tough cop with you. Normal vehicle, no lights, no sound. Where? Motra MP after Ghaziabad. I'll drop the location pin. Come within an hour. What is this about? At least tell me that. Will you keep it to yourself? Yes, Keshav. You have my word. Tell me, what is this about? Sia Aurora, I said and ended the call. 2 hours later, he moved. I said, like every other two nights in the past week, the red dot left Hausa Khas and came towards Aurobindo Marg. Who? Viren said. Shastri moved. Sub Inspector Viren had arrived 1 hour ago with Billu, a 6 foot tall, broad chested constable. They sat on the front seat of our hired Maruti Suzuki Desire. Saurabh and I sat on the back. We had asked our driver to shift to Viren's car parked 100 meters away. Viren had come in rented car as well and not in the usual police gypsy to avoid the attention. Yes, sir, I said, looking at the red dot on my phone. Car leaving Hauz Khas. Chautala sir has no idea, Viren said. Don't get me into trouble. Never, sir, I said. Our man's on the Delhi Meerut highway. Shastri is not just Aurora's family priest, he also has connection with top families of Delhi. If you get this wrong and Shastris find out I helped you, he can ruin my career. Won't happen, sir, I said. Relax, you will stay here until I really need you. What do you want to do anyway when he arrives? For now, only I'll go out, I said. Go where, bhai? Saurabh said in concerned voice. To the jaggery shed. I'll tell him if he goes in, see what he is up to. Alone? Saurabh said. Yes, one person can hide behind him. All of us can't. If I am in a danger, I'll call you guys to come and save me. Viren nodded. We remained quiet for the next 20 minutes. The only sound we heard from the chilly breeze rustling through the sugar cane. All I saw was a red dot. He is 5 minutes away. I'll leave now. I opened the car door. Viren turned to look at me. Are you sure this is a good idea, Keshav? What if there is nothing there? Viren said. Whatever it is, we will find out in few minutes, I said as I left the car. Chapter 46. There was a heavy wooden door at the entrance of the shed with a thick brass lock on it. I found this scared piece of broken furniture strewn around the door. I hid under a broken table and switched off my phone light. I waited in the darkness, crickets chirping in the entire silence. Second moved slowly as the red dot inched towards my own location, towards me. A few minutes later, I saw bright headlights as a vehicle rustled through the dirt track and stopped outside the Jaggery shed. It was Shastri's Innova. The car engine was switched off. The headlights faded and it became pitch black again. I heard the Innova door open and shut. I saw the silhouette of the man walk towards the shed. He came and stood outside the main door, 3 feet away from me. I remained absolutely still under the broken table. The man took out his phone and a bunch of keys from his pocket. He turned on his phone flashlight. I could see Shastri's face. He wore a white kurta pajama. His oily hair shone in his phone's light. A plastic bag hung from his wrist. The door opened with loud creak as Shastri unlocked it and pushed it with some effort. He went inside the Jaggery unit and switched on the light, which lit up the windows. To have a better look, I had to come out under the table. I tiptoed the main door. I saw him through the windows. He still held a bunch of keys in his hand. He switched off main light inside. After a few seconds, I saw another faint light come from the windows. I went closer the window. I saw heavy machinery and a pile of plastic gunny bags inside the unit. I could not see Shastri. I also saw stairs going down within the unit, probably towards a basement. This faint light came from below staircase. I went to the main door and pushed it firmly and slowly, leaving it slightly ajar. I waited for a few seconds and went into the unit. My heart was in my mouth as I walked towards the staircase. My foot hit a piece of floor machinery hard. I felt blood trickle through my toes. I bit my lip to avoid making any sound from the main and grabbed my foot for a second. I regained my composure. I heard the jangling of keys from the basement level. I hobbled over the staircase. I saw him down below at the bottom of his inner staircase, his back towards me. He turned a key inside a keyhole to open another basement door. which had multiple locks. He spent 30 seconds unlocking all of them one by one. Once his basement door opened, it revealed another iron mesh door. As Shastri searched for a right key for this door, he spoke for the first time. "I have a gift for you today," he said. My heart jumped out of my mouth. Had he spotted me? I placed one foot in front of me and tensed up my arms, ready for the fight. I waited for him to turn around, however, he didn't. "You wanted new notepad, right?" he said, turning the key in mesh door. My mouth fell open as understood the situation. I called Saurabh. "Yeah, shall we come?" Saurabh said as he picked up the call instant. Immediately I whispered and cut the call. Shastri heard my voice. He turned with a jerk and looked up surprised. Due to low light, he couldn't make out my face. "Who is it?" he said in Hindi. "Shastri," I said. "Stay where you are." "Kaun hai?" he screamed, turning up the steps. I stepped back as he charged towards me. He reached upstairs and looked around. He located me in the corner of unit. He pulled out large 9-inch switchblade knife from the pocket. "Who is it from the village?" he said. "What are you doing here?" "It's over, Shastri. Stay where you are and keep the knife down." From my words, he understood I wasn't a local villager from Morta. He switched on the main shed light. We could both see each other clearly. He tried to place me but couldn't. I saw a panic of his face. He ran towards me, knife in hand. I dodged him a few minutes, moving right to left, and hid behind a jagged processing machinery. He kept stabbing the air with his knife. My injured foot twisted and hurt me as I dared around. He caught me up with soon. He took his arm back and aimed the knife at me with full force. I picked up a gunny bag and placed it between us, and knife struck the jagged filled bag and went in. Shastri screamed curses as he tried to yank out the knife. I pushed the gunny bag hard against him. He walked backwards, not letting go of knife. We reached the end of the shed in this manner, his back against the wall. "Don't move," I said. Gunny bag pressed against his chest. He managed to yank out the knife. He struck at the me again. A shooting pain went through my entire arm as knife struck my shoulder. The gunny bag fell from my hand. He came close to me. He filled his arm again to stab me, this time in my chest. However, Shastri's arm froze mid-air. "Even enough, Panditji," Viren shouted. Shastri couldn't move. Billu held him from behind in an arm lock around his neck. Shastri groaned up as Billu heavy bicep supplicated him. Billu used his other hand to twist Shastri's wrist until the knife fell down. I held my injured shoulder with my other arm. Saurabh ran up to me. "Are you okay, bhai? There is so much blood on your shirt," he said. "I am fine," I said, catching my breath. Shastri glared at me. Even he remained in Billu's tight grip. I walked the staircase to go to the basement. Where are you going? Saurabh said. He saw me stumble down the steps. Wait, I said, pressing my shoulder. I found Shastri's bunch of keys at the bottom of stair. I tried them one by one until they worked. I opened the iron mesh. I stepped into the basement, which felt like a dark dungeon. I switched on my phone flashlight. It revealed a large godown like room. I saw several dusty rugs on the floor, along one wall. I saw wash basin in tiny kitchen counter. I moved my phone light. I saw small Indian style toilet. What was a noisy upstairs, G? A soft female voice startled me. I turned around. The phone light fell on my folding bed in front of me. A girl sat on the bed, partially covered in guilt. She had long, unkempt, and curly hair that reached down to her knees. I pointed the phone flashlight on her face. Her hazel eyes glittered back to me. Sia, I said. She didn't recognize my unfamiliar voice. Who is it? She said, her voice terrified. I moved towards her. No, please no, don't come close. She began to shiver. I sat down next to her. Sia, it's okay. I have come to rescue you. She shook her head. No, please don't. Please leave. Who are you? Where is Shastriji? I realized she had not seen my face. I turned my phone's flashlight towards me. Relax, Sia, I am Keshav. Your mother sent me. She blinked at me. Alia asked me to find you. You are free now. Come, let's go. I offered my hand to her. She didn't take it. Instead, she began to sob uncontrollably. Please trust me, Sia. Your mother asked me to find you. Your sister Suhana saw you get kidnapped that night when Shastri came with knife. She looked up at me. I continued. It's okay. The police caught Shastri. Let's get out of here. I'll take you to home. The icon, I said. I extended my hand again. She held my hand. Her thin fingers trembled. They felt weak and malnourished. May I carry you? I said. She nodded. I lifted her along with the guilt. My shoulder hurt even more when extra weight. She continued to cry as I took her past the mesh door. Saurabh came running down the steps. Bhai, he said, and froze. His mouth was open when he saw Sia in my arm. Hold her, please. I said, my shoulder is killing me. Chapter 47. Sia speaks. So we'll see this chapter 47 in next video. So till that time you can please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.